Hello everyone, Coach Dave here, and this video has been brought to you by Thrustmaster. And what I want to talk to you about today is just 3 fundamental driving rules that I stick to whenever I'm racing in a simulator or in real life, that help me learn racetracks, make less mistakes, and stay consistent. The first of which, they're all linked together, and if you miss all of them, if you miss either of them, then you're going to have problems with all of them. So the first and most important one is the foundation of all fundamentals, is where you are looking. And in my case, I always try to encourage people to look as far ahead as possible. So you want to look as far ahead to the corner that you're heading into. You want to spot your braking point as early as possible, your apex as early as possible, and your exit. Now, if you're looking too close to, say, the front of your bonnet, or too close on the racetrack, what you'll tend to do is you'll react to the next braking zone or the next problem that you see that will arise while you're driving. And what we don't want to do is we don't want to react, we want to anticipate. So step 1, look as far ahead as you can. Step 2, and this helps with anticipation, is to have reference points around your racetrack. Okay, so what I mean by reference points is markers on the racetrack that help you judge where you can brake and turn. Okay, so most of the time reference points are used on the entry of corners, and they usually are literal signposts on the track. For example, brake markers which mark 150, 150 meters. So if you're in a group 4 or group 3 car, the general rule is you're going to be braking around 100 meters. So I'm always looking for the 100 meter board, which I just braked at now, as my reference point to brake for this double left-hander. Now, of course, you can brake earlier than that or later than that, but as long as you have that reference point in place, you'll be able to better judge where you should and should not be braking around a lap. It helps a lot with consistency. It helps a lot with tire wear. And also when you want to set a fast lap, because you know with a fresh set of tires or with light fuel you can brake 5 meters past your reference point. The third rule that I speak of to anyone who asks me for driving advice is where you get on the power. Okay, so I always say that, and I learned this in karting and I applied also in real racing, and is very, very important for slow corners, is you always want to get on the power at or after the apex. The apex is here. It's the closest point that you get to the corner. And if you get on the power before the apex, you're going to experience, you're going to force the car to do too many things at once, because you are still doing most of your turning before the apex, or at least you are still releasing the braking as well. So if you get on the power before the apex, the car is still trying to answer too many questions, and you're going to suffer with snap oversteer or chronic understeer on the exit. So always get on the power at or after the apex. Again, the faster the corner gets, or the more advanced you get with your driving, you can start to break these rules slightly. But if you stick to these fundamentals and build them, use them as the building blocks for any track that you go to, you'll be able to learn tracks better and be much more consistent. So let's go over them again. Look far ahead as possible. Use reference points around the racetrack, usually indicated by braking boards or markings on the side of the track. And the last one is get on the power at or after the apex, never before, to have a stable car through the corner. I hope you found that useful, and if you'd like to find out more useful tips around or track guides, please follow my channel, youtube.com/David Perrell. And if you're interested in some awesome Thrustmaster gear, please check out the description below for some discounts on Thrustmaster wheels and pedals. Until the next one, I'll catch you around the next lap. Cheers.